This week, we decided to travel to the untamed wilderness of the land down under in search of some wallabies and a dingo.
Down under.
Down under.
That's not a knife.
No. I was hoping you'd say dingo ate my baby, but you didn't.
Maybe
The
dingo ate your baby.
There you go. Thank you. But mostly we came to talk about Bigfoot's fair dinkum cousin, the Australian Bigfoot. We will explore the history and the Aboriginal tribes' run-ins with the big guy, as well as evidence of his existence, if there is any. Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. Maybe. Is his appearance different from that of the Northern American Bigfoot, also known as the North American Bigfoot? And is there more than one type roaming the outback? Well, sit back. Nope. Well, sit on your dunny, grab your large knives, and put your slow chat on as we dive into the Yowie.
We're going squatching.
We're going squatching, bitches. Oh, g'day, and welcome to Don't Touch My Sasquatch podcast. I'm Josh.
And I'm Lennon.
You see the
I continue to be Lennon.
Did you see the panic for a second?
I
was like, how do you say
myself.
how do you say hello or welcome in fucking Australian? G'day. Duh.
Australia.
For beer. Fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum, as we have a Choccy Biccy.
Choccy Biccy.
Yeah.
We're just getting all
Chocolate
Australian,
biscuit.
Huh? Oh, I like chocolate biscuits. As long as we're talking about food.
Hey, what is this one? C with an asterisk NT.
Oh.
Is that possibly...
No, I think it's... I don't know. CNT. It's dynamite.
I had a bunch of bleeps in that bitch. Oh, fuck.
Me.
Hey,
We're throwing it to you. You're starting, right?
what's your favorite favorite flannel?
Flano. Oh, the plaid ones. Yeah.
You heard any good furfies today?
No. But do you like Akadeka?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your favorite?
I don't know what the fuck academic is.
ACDC, Akadeka.
AC/DC.
Yeah. You watch Aussie Man at all?
Yeah.
It's like his favorite question to ask
do
like
like
celebrities.
Fair dinkum. Yep.
Fair dinkum, baby. All right. Well, what about Lennon's?
Macca's is McDonald's.
Okay. Where's our Vegemite? All right. Are we done with the references?
Yeah. Real quick about Australia. I love Australia with
Do
all
you?
of my heart. If I could move to any other country, I would pick Australia.
Would you?
Yes, dead serious. I've always wanted to live in Australia.
Yeah.
90% of my favorite things are from Australia.
Gotcha. I wouldn't. They have large snakes there.
Yep.
Spiders that are hiding in your door handle.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of other shit that I don't want to deal with.
We'll talk about some of it.
And yeah, I'd move somewhere where it's cheaper to live.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to build a pyramid, paint some paintings, and start a revolution. Get ready for Lennon's History Corner.
I did that on purpose.
I know you did. The North American Squatch, I wrote, but I meant Sasquatch.
Well, you can call them Squatch. It's cool.
The Himalayan Yeti. Some have speculated, Josh. All of these creatures are said to be a species of some kind of hairy ape man somewhere branched off of our evolutionary tract.
Why did you say my name?
What is this going?
What?
What do you mean, why did I say your name?
You said my name.
You didn't listen to what I said?
I heard.
All right. Okay. While the Sasquatch or Bigfoot has roamed the lands of North America, he is commonly seen with similar description as well as the Yeti in snowy mountains and fighting rings of the Himalayas.
Fighting rings like you, Randy. I got it.
Yeah. The point I'm making, nope. Fucking getting into it early.
What I love is when you said the point I'm making and the little squash just turned right to you. That was pretty... That was such good timing.
So I can control his turn.
Yeah, that was great. That was the point I'm trying to make. Huh?
I can't wait to see that.
Sorry. Anyways, by the way, he's telling you to suck it.
Say it!
And he just has a butt plug up there. Okay.
No, maybe I didn't say. Maybe I didn't skip that. Never mind on the nope. The point I'm making is that just like we see regional variations in other species, we too see it in Sasquatch sightings.
Nope.
Evolutionary variations that make this animal better equipped to survive in that region. Thus is the whole point of evolution, obviously.
What is evolution?
An undeniable truth. Just kidding. We've done enough offending lately.
Yes. No, we're going to take an episode off.
Now, a new fighter enters the ring. This new fighter has been there all along. We meet Australia's Yowie.
Yowie.
Side note.
Yes.
Did you know that David Bowie's kid's name was Zowie?
No, I didn't. You sure it's not Zoe?
No, it's Zowie.
Really?
Zowie Bowie.
Really?
True story. But then he changed his name, and he's a famous director now.
Zowie Bowie.
He changed his name.
What's his name?
He directed the Warcraft movie. I know that for certain. I can't remember what he changed his name to.
Zowie Craft.
Kate Blanchett? I'm just kidding. She's gorgeous.
Stop it. Stop
Australia,
Fosters,
for a long time, has been dealing with the absolute shitstorm the animal kingdom has thrown their way. Mm-hmm. So they are no stranger to bizarre animals.
They sure are.
They have.
Tell me.
Just off the top of my head with no research involved at all.
I bet. Yeah.
No, there was legitimate research. 180 species of sharks.
On land?
Yep. 140 species of land snakes.
I'm out.
10,000 species of spiders.
I can deal with spiders, but not the big guys that hide in your door handle.
A single box jellyfish.
Just one.
Crocodiles.
His name's Phil.
Phil the box jellyfish. He sells insurance.
What's that noise?
Crocodiles.
Dundee. Oh, sorry. Yes.
And cone snails.
What about? Oh, never mind.
You name it, they got it, and it'll probably try to kill you. But for the most part, the bells are done. But for the most part, Sasquatch and the Yeti seem to be quite peaceful. Sure, there's the random attack or nabbing, but for the most part, these two variants on the creature seem to live their lives peacefully and quietly in the woods. But so do gorillas.
They do?
You know what I mean? You know what I'm
do.
saying? They're like quiet, peaceful in the woods, away from everybody, and people rarely see them unless they go searching for them. I'm going to see a parallel there.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
I have a note on that later.
Oh, sweet. But the Yowie in Australia, however, may follow suit with the rest of the animal kingdom and got the same memo that Australia is a fight club. Only the toughest challengers will survive.
Did Randy make it?
Couldn't tell you. It's TBD. He's kind of MIA right now.
Does he get lost in his hole? Was there a lot of snow up the Himalayas?
He found that he really liked the landscape of Australia.
Gotcha.
So he dug some new holes.
In Australia?
Yeah, he's actually renting them out right now as like an Airbnb type deal.
He probably has a hat on and everything.
Yep. Who's cannoli?
What?
You said, cannoli. I think you meant to say I can only, but you said cannoli.
Oh, I don't know.
All good, but I called you out for nothing. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, if I said it, I said it, but I don't remember saying.
We're making new characters here. Cannoli now.
Cannoli.
Phil the box jellyfish.
Insurance
salesman.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
Hate that guy.
Yeah, fucking dickhead.
Pushy.
Very
He's worse
pushy.
than Limu the emu.
The emu. And Doug. I fucking love those versions. Oh, scheisse.
Yeah. That's German.
Yeah. While not all Yowie sightings result in violence, most people feel threatened by the creature and attribute them to be hostile and territorial. European accounts of the Yowie did not come until the 19th century. The native Aboriginal people have long told legends about the hairy man of the woods. Ooh. In North Queensland, the Kuku Yulanji tribe.
What was that again?
Kuku Yulanji.
Kuku Yulanji?
tribe have claimed that in their past as the tribe, they coexisted with the creature for most of their history.
Never.
Never. Aboriginal cave art can be seen, oftentimes depicting a tall, hairy ape man. While some speculate that this is just Davo, the bushman, most others believe that this is evidence that the Yowie has been present in their past for a long time.
Yowie. Dabo? Sweeney.
What?
Words.
All of them.
Just mixed them together. I was too busy trying to open up the presentation. Sorry.
You're good. Though the Aboriginal spoke of two different creatures, the Yowies and the Yahoos, more on that later.
Yeah.
But for and Doug.
And the jellyfish guy.
But for the most part of modern sightings, the term Yowie is mainly used to describe a sighting. Or
Yeah.
it's mainly people say, nobody says, oh, it's a Yahoo.
Look at that Yahoo.
Yeah, it's used for something else.
Oh, Yahoo down the street.
The term Yowie is traced back to the 29th century in 1875 in Reverend William Ridley's Kamilaroi.
Steroids.
Yep. And other Australian languages, where he documented from the Kamilaroi people the name Yowie, which means a spirit that roams over the earth at night. I apologize for butchering that pronunciation.
Hey, you did pretty good, I
Thank
think.
you.
I don't know. I don't know the word, so.
And-
Whoa, you just changed screens. What was that?
What? Oh, glasses.
Yeah.
How to pronounce Kamilaroi in English?
Camel Leroy.
Here we go. Live and at you.
I'm a Kamilaroi woman, and I'm a cancer research scientist.
Kamilaroi.
Dr. Kiara Brugman, and I'm a...
Camilla Roy.
She said Kamilaroi.
That was close to what you said.
Documented from the Kamilaroi people.
There you go. Good job. Yeah.
Which means a spirit that roams over the earth at night. I said the Aboriginal history with the hairy ape people is a rocky one. While in their past and present they coexist with the species, they have told of brutal attacks throughout the centuries. The Yowie are said to be highly territorial and are no stranger to lashing out.
They're angry.
He's an angry giant elf. As
Hey, no, don't say that. You can't start. We were taking an episode off and offending everyone. All right?
Yeah.
Calm down.
Okay.
No elf talk.
As I mentioned prior, the first European written description of the variant of the Gigantopithecus comes from the 19th century, where we get our first description of the creature.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that was throwing to me. My bad.
My bad.
I was looking up for Australian names. That was a lot of wheezing.
Davo the Bushman.
All right. That description Lennon just mentioned read, the natives of Australian believe in the Yahoo.
And Doug.
This being, they are described as resembling a man of nearly the same height with long white hair hanging down from their heads over the features. The arms were extraordinarily long, furnished at the extremities with great talons.
Oh, it's a Claude. He got his nails done.
That must have just been a manicure day or pedicure, whichever one that is. I don't know. Which one is it? Manicure?
I don't know. Podiatry is foot, so
Manicure it is. He got his manicure done.
podiatry is foot. Put that on a t-shirt.
I bet it'll sell real well. Podiatry means foot. And the feet turned backwards. What the fuck?
That's normal. That's normal.
Hold on, let me read that. The arms were extraordinarily long, furnished with extremities, furnished at the extremities with great talons, and the feet turned backwards, so that on flying from man, the imprint of the foot appeared as if the being had traveled the opposite direction. Normal. Although they describe it as a hideous monster of an unearthly character that and ape-like appearance.
Hey, if your feet are backwards, you're gonna tip right the fuck over.
Yeah, yep. Well, the big guy behind you, if his feet were backwards, he wouldn't be walking like that because he would tip over. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. It would be like if
I
you
know.
tried walking backwards while leaning back, because normally when you walk, you lean forward. So you'd
Yes.
be leaning backwards and walking backwards. You're going ass over kettle.
Ass over teapot.
That's the one.
Is that right?
Oh.
Teapot over kettle? Who the fuck cares?
Ass over kettle.
Ass over teapot?
I got you for a fact check.
Go ahead, you fact check it. I'm going to start reading his description. According to the legends, there are two types of Yowies, who are also known as Yahoos. Some argue that these two different names speak of two different creatures, while others feel that they are just the different words that refer to the same type of creature. Did you find it yet?
I did. We were
What?
both right in a weird turn of events. The saying
that
is
weird.
ass over tea kettle.
Okay.
So we were both right.
And both wrong.
In the same boat.
I like both right better. We're going to go both right. Now, if we go with the theory that they are two separate creatures, then the Yahoo is the shorter of the two, coming in at around 4 to 5 feet tall, on the rare occasion that they are seen. It is standing or walks upright. Its brethren, the Yowie, is generally more human-like as well as more monstrous-looking than the Yahoo, standing up at a staggering 10 to 11 feet tall. That's a big boy.
It is.
How big do Bigfoots get usually? Is that 8 or 9?
At least a foot tall. 8 or 9.
I'm not talking about his penis. I'm talking about his height.
That's a tall penis.
Yeah, that's not even erect. Isn't that right, little squash? It's right up there. He's used to it. He's still saying "suck it."
Suck it.
Have you even said anything about this guy other than he's saying "suck it"?
I think so.
He's so unkept. He needs a haircut. Anyways, yeah.
What the fuck was I gonna say?
How tall Bigfoots were? North American.
I think you're right. I think it is about 8 or 9 foot.
So these are bigger boys. As everything is in Australia. Everything's fucking bigger.
The Yahoo
Yahoo?
kind of looks like pizzazz or Tasmanian devil.
Pizzazz. Oh, call back to 2 episodes ago, right?
Yes.
Yes, Pizzazz, the little guy.
Pizzazz, the little guy.
Little hairy guy with no facial feature. So they are both generally described as having ape-like faces with large, flat noses, human-like large dark eyes, a huge mouth with human-like teeth, which has got to be real weird looking, bat-like ears, and ape-like characteristics in the face shape. Their face described as a remix. Their face is described by some eyewitness accounts is... What the fuck did I just write?
I don't know, but I fucked up. That's on me.
What?
I wanted to see if there was any art depictions of the Yowie.
Yeah.
In the Yahoo. So I looked up on Google Yahoo, and I was not surprised when it popped up with Yahoo as the search engine.
Oh.
Fucking idiot.
I was expecting Yahoo the drink.
Those are so good.
Oh, they are.
Yahoo answers. I'm done. That's fucking not what I wanted. Go ahead.
Okay. Their face is described by some eyewitness accounts to be mostly hairless, with leathery looking blackish or gray skin, and others describe it as having long hair around the cheeks and chin. Their head is often described as cone-shaped, similar to that of a gorilla, while other reports are that they have a large hair-covered head and the appearance of no or an extremely short neck. Old no neck there. So, as you can see, they have a couple different descriptions. There's not consistent eyewitness accounts. It just is all over the place. So, is there multiple of the same?
Or are they just seeing young ones and old ones?
Maybe. I'm just talking about just the large ones in general and the small ones in general. There's even different descriptions on them. First off, their feet aren't backwards. I still haven't seen that.
Maybe they just followed the prints backwards.
That's true. I mean, they have to see their feet first, don't they? So visually, they are... Ooh, I hit a high note. Visually, they are said to have muscular and heavy-set bodies that possess strength many times more than that of a human. They have 2 to 4 inch long, orangey brown hair on their back and sides and a lighter color fur on their head, arms, and belly. They have long arms that are longer in proportion to the proportion of human arms. In other words, they go down lower. They are often seen walking on 2 legs with feet much larger than a human's, and their footprints are inconsistent in shape and toe number, which makes it difficult to track. Yep, it's from 4 to 6 toes.
Great.
4, 5, and 6. It's
Sometimes backwards.
sometimes backwards, or it's just old one toe. Maybe it's one toe. All right,
Their foot just goes heel to one giant toe.
that's it. He's like a thumb.
Oh, crikey.
Is that what you're saying today, crikey?
Yeah.
Crikey. The Yowie is said to walk bipedally like a human, but there are also accounts that have described it as running on all 4s in the same way as a gorilla or an ape would. There are also the nightmarish accounts, in my opinion, of it crawling on all 4s like a spider, in a spider-like fashion, but no matter how it is moving.
Jesus.
I know, just imagine that. Is it
Fucking
backwards
terrifying.
or is it forwards? Like, how's that? That would be terrifying.
That is.
It is said to be able to move at great speeds. When it turns, the Yowie is described as turning its whole body at the torso rather than just turning its neck. As, like I stated above, it has little to no neck, so it kind of can't do that.
It's the 1989 Batman.
Keaton.
Yeah. Yes.
Did they fix that in the Flash movie that I never saw?
Never saw it.
Right in. It's not that important, actually. It has been described as smelling similar to a wet dog, sulfur, or even a dead animal. That's like my perfume, actually.
Fucking ripe.
Delicious. Makes me hungry, actually. Similar to its North American cousin, it is said, similar to its North American Yankee cousin, it is said to make a variety of noises ranging from deep guttural growls and grunts, whistles, whoops, and long wailing calls, even chimpanzee-like chatter, similar to what can be heard in the Sierra sounds. Well, fucking Scooby-Doo and the gang was over. That is creepy. Fucking. Could you imagine that noise, the Sierra sounds, mixed with it crawling on all 4s like a spider?
Yeah, fuck that.
That's a nightmare right there.
That is a nightmare.
Why are we listening to a car? Fucking Tasmanian Devil, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I love that guy.
Classic.
They have also said to do wood knocks as well as just like Bigfoot.
Yeah.
They probably throw rocks too, or snakes.
Woo.
They fucking just throw a snake at you and
Whip
just
the
comes
snake
at you
around as a baseball bat.
What'd you just say?
Whip the snake around like a baseball bat.
Okay. I don't know why in my head I'm thinking like a catcher's mask, and it made no sense. I was like, he's putting the snake on his face like a pitch. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, he's sewing it into
I hate
crikey.
snakes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. No, got nothing. It's just disgusting.
They're pretty cool. I hate bugs.
It's a bug's life, though.
That's my thing. I'm not terrified of them. I just fucking hate them. They're just nasty little fucking things.
Yeah.
I don't like bugs.
Yeah. You don't scream like a girl when one walks in?
No.
It walks in. If it
That's
walks
a
in,
goal.
maybe I will scream like a girl, actually.
It'd be a praying mantis cock tying it all in.
Oh, that was every fucking picture in the corner. Holy shit.
You know what really fucking gets me?
What's that?
Is the ones that are like, all right, caterpillars, snails, slugs. Those things are fucking nasty fucks.
so
Maggots.
So what you're saying is you
Centipedes.
won't eat escargot?
Fuck no. I will eat anything that crawls in the ocean, including eels.
I've heard they're really good.
They are very good.
Oh, you've had them?
I've had.
Oh.
But I will not touch that.
Escargot.
Yeah.
What about...
Swordfish?
no.
Had it. Shark?
No.
Had it. Urchin? Had it.
Fish eggs. What's that called?
Oh.
Caviar. There we
Roe.
go.
Roe and caviar, yes.
Yeah. Have you had that?
Love it.
Seriously?
Yep.
You're disgusting.
Nah.
You're disgusting.
No.
It looks like semen. So.
That's it.
Z, semen.
It looks like boba.
D. Their demeanor, back to the Yowies, their
yeah,
demeanor is sometimes described as harmless ape-like creatures that are timid and shy. And others say it is more like a hairy wild man that is violent and aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
Reports suggest the most aggressive behavior will occur if an individual encounters a Yowie, as they have been seen to follow and track humans. Not scary at all. It's probably on all fours like a spider, too. Aboriginal communities suggest that the Yowie are responsible for the disappearance of women and children in particular.
Not a bueno.
No bueno.
Not a bueno.
Some believe they are nocturnal because of all the descriptions of the creature's large eyes, acute hearing and smell, along with many night sightings and encounters. But daytime sightings are just as frequent. This all sounds very similar to the Bigfoot.
Yes.
According to reports, the Yowie is an omnivore similar to that of Bigfoot. They have been seen eating plants and berries, but also kangaroos, deers, and fish. Deers?
Deer is already plural.
That is weird. So
Singular
one deer's
and
a deer, and deers is deer. Two deer are deers. Oh my God! I went into
elk,
a fucking
moose.
loop right there. Yeah.
Moose and meese.
Micey. What?
The moose is singular and plural.
Oh yeah.
The plural of moose is
I
not
knew it.
meese.
Okay. That'd be mooses.
Yeah.
The mooses are looses.
The moose eye.
Their ability to blend into the environment and move at a rapid speed make them formidable hunters. Ow! Individuals that work in the field of cryptozoology divide the Yahoo and the Yowie in a different way. They say the Yahoo is the devil man of Aboriginal legend and that the Yowie is the man-like beast of modern-day sightings. The term Yahoo has almost completely been replaced by Yowie. Therefore, older folk tales... I thought they said older folks. I was like, I don't remember writing that. Therefore, older folk tales are more likely to call the creature a Yahoo, while modern-day tales will refer to them more as Yowie. Either way, the description of the creature or creatures tend to vary in appearance quite a bit and are easily confused for one another. Different areas tend to have different types of Yowies, and reports seem to vary over time.
Well, the first Europeans arrived in Australia in 1788 to Sydney Cove. This immediately started their occupation of the continent. He turned. A brief time...
I was drinking.
No, I accidentally hit it, and it turned as soon as I said their occupation at the time.
Oh, man, I missed it.
A brief time later, after they made their
A
presence...
brief time later. I don't think you went as Scottish, but...
A brief time later!
Lassie.
After they made their presence permanent, the Aboriginals often warned them of the dangers within the dense wooded forest of the continent.
Hey, mate, watch out for that Yowie over there.
That was pretty good. I'll give it to you. I
all
did
right.
shit my pants a little.
I'm not the best with accents, but I try.
It was good. Specifically,
Is he scaring you?
specifically the danger of the ape-man creatures that lay within. The British would soon see the famed creature that they had heard so much about. In one instance from 1820, a letter had been sent to London from the Australian continent.
Sorry. A letter had been sent to one of the Yowies.
We request your presence. The council will decide your fate.
All right, another Star Wars reference.
Which told the account. The letter told the account of a group of convicts and Marines who were on a hunting trip deep in the woods in 1789. The men had a successful hunt bagging wallabies, and on their return trip to their settlement, they noticed peering at them from atop a nearby hill a strange, hairy animal that was twice the size of a normal human.
That was just Mathayu.
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 Okay, what was his shtick? I can't wait to hear
He's
it.
a creeper. Yeah, he just peeks around trees.
Mathayu. There's old Mathayu again.
Yeah, he's actually not a Yahoo or a Yowie. He's just a normal human.
He's just a dude.
Has long hair, long beard. You know, he's gotten fat off the dingoes.
Oh,
The fuck is looking at us?
He's got as many teeth as he does brain cells.
He can't speak either. Fucking Yahoo's back.
Holy shit, Mathayu. That's a good one. I like him.
Mathayu. Oh, that was until Randy found him and fought him.
To the death.
No more Mathayu. He was creeping on his hole way too much.
You can't. Not the one you think. You can't win a fight against a Yeti who's good at fighting.
Well, now he's a Yowie, all right? He went from North America to the Himalayas to now Australia.
Now he adopted the name Mathayu.
He usually has a hole, and he sits next to the hole
Yep.
in his lounge chair drinking a Foster's.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Eating his
And,
Vegemite.
No, he doesn't like Vegemite.
Oh, does he go to Macca's?
Yeah. He likes Macca's. He also likes a PB&J sandwich, but they're not. So does Brock. Jesus Christ. He just barks at the PB&J sandwich.
Silence. I fucking hate PB&J. But the listeners don't care about my PB&J habits.
Yeah.
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 I don't Mathayu.
Mathayu.
Fantastic. I'm going to have to illustrate a poster or something that has all of our characters on it.
Yeah. So, you want to know something funny?
What?
I was debating between Matthew and Atreyu,
Yep.
but I didn't want to use Atreyu, and it kind of just went Mathayu.
That's even
Mathayu.
better. That's even better. Well,
Total mistake.
Well, after they saw Mathayu on top of the... Mathayu was twice the size of a normal human. Several people within the group that day spotted a creature which they described to be a cross between a baboon and a man, but stood between 6 to 7 foot tall.
That was old Gus Gus.
The creature was spotted sitting on the edge of a lake,
Yeah.
and they started taking shots at the beast.
You just shoot at anything that looks like a human?
Pretty much. An article came out entitled Australian Apes on December 9th of 1882 in the Australian Town and Country Journal, in which amateur naturalist Henry James McCooey...
I like the name. McCooey.
I like the name.
I was stuck on my foot.
Henry James McCooey claimed he had seen an indigenous ape, as he called it, on the southern coast of New South Wales in Bateman's Bay.
Ooh, is New South Wales southern?
No, it's actually western. A few days ago... Oh, I'm sorry. Let me preface that.
Yep.
He writes...
Gotcha.
A few days ago, I saw...
Just start reading it. A few days ago, I saw.
This is my account.
I'm really old.
He writes, a few days ago, I saw one of these strange animals in an unfrequented locality on the coast between Bateman's Bay and Ulladulla. My attention was attracted to it by the cries of a number of small birds which were pursuing and darting at it.
Pursuing.
When I first beheld the animal, it was standing on its hind legs, partly upright, looking up at the birds above it as the bushes, the bushes, blinking its eyes and distorting its visage and making a low chattering kind of noise. Being above the animal on a slight elevation and distant from it, less than a chain. I don't know what a fucking chain, what distance measurement is.
Keep talking.
I had ample opportunity of noting its size and general appearance. I thought that if it were standing perfectly upright, it would be nearly 5 foot high. A
chain is equal to 66 feet.
Okay. All right, so there we go.
Interesting.
I think that if it were standing perfectly upright, it would be nearly 5 foot high. It was tailless and covered with very long black hair, which was of a dirty red or snuff color about the throat and breast.
It's a different color.
Okay, yep. Its eyes were...
Oh, what does that mean? Its eyes were...
It's Tasmanian.
They're jazzy. His eyes were jazzy. Had makeup on. Blue makeup, jazzy. Sparkles.
Its eyes, which were small and restless, were partly hidden by matted hair that covered its head. The length of the forelegs or arms seemed to be strikingly out of proportion with the rest of its body. But in all other respects, its build seemed to be fairly proportional.
Just had a dude with long arms and long hair.
Pretty much. 5 foot tall.
Oh, God.
It's short. It would presumably weigh about 8
Tons.
st.
8 stones.
I don't know what st means.
Stones.
Okay.
8 st is, I'm pretty sure it's stones. Okay. 8 stones is 112 pounds. So what was the line?
Said that it must have weighed about 8 stones. Or 8 st.
112 pounds. Woo! Watch out.
Oh, no. Well.
Australian weight system. Let me just do that.
Well, on the whole, it was a most uncouth, and repulsive looking creature.
Wow.
I've seen some of them in my day.
Yeah.
Evidently
Sitting right
possessed.
across from you.
Oh shit! Suck it. Evidently.
I meant me, but thank you.
Evidently possessed of prodigious strength, and one which I would not care to come to close quarters with. Having sufficiently satisfied my curiosity, I throw a stone at the animal, whereupon it immediately rushed off, followed by the birds, and disappeared in a ravine which was close at hand.
These guys are assholes.
That thing's so weird looking.
I'm gonna throw a stone at
I've
it.
had enough of it. Time to throw a stone at it.
Fucking dumbass.
Following this, Mathayu offered to capture the ape.
Mathayu.
Mathayu offered to capture the ape for 40 pounds for the Australian Museum.
Oh, okay. All right.
He says, I do not claim to be the first to have seen this animal, for I can put my finger on 6 men at Bateman's Bay who have seen the same, or at any rate, an animal of similar description. But I think I am the first to come forward in the columns of a newspaper and give publicity to the fact of having seen it. Huh?
That was a hard word. Publicity.
I'm trying not to fuck it up.
Look who's talking, right? Can't say a word to save my life. Dingle dang. Ah, damn it.
Damn it. That says computer. I may mention that a search party was organized in Bateman's Bay some months ago to surround to surround the locality and the supposed ape and shoot or capture it, but the idea was abandoned in consequence of the likelihood of gun accidents. And I may further state that the skeleton of an ape 4 foot in length may be seen at any time in a cave 14 miles from Bateman's Bay in the direction of Ulladulla. So apparently he claims that there's a dead one that he can prove is in a cave 14 miles from Bateman's Bay in the direction of Ulladulla.
Gotcha. In reality, what happens, they had a search party. They didn't abandon it. They accidentally killed this creature and realized, shit, that was Mathayu.
Mathayu is gone.
That's a human. Well, let's just get out of here and just say we abandoned the search.
Put him in that fucking cave over there. I don't know what you're waiting for.
Jesus Christ. Why are you telling them in a written account where to find the body?
I know that we're a colony of convicts, but come on, we're turning a stone here.
Ooh, they're not all a colony of convicts.
Not
most
all
of them. Most of the convicts that went over there were female because they were trying to populate the continent with more European. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't like hard criminals that were there. Anyways, that's my bad. Is that history that just came out of my mouth?
I know.
I'm going to shove something in my mouth. A drink, that is.
Proud of you. One of the more controversial accounts of the creature comes from 1936, on which photographer Rich Jones took the now famous photo.
What did Dick Jones take?
Rick Jones was working at an isolated loggers camp in Batlow, New South Wales when he captured the photo.
There's a lot that comes from New South Wales. Seriously.
Yes, most of them are in that area. Not that they haven't been spotted all over Australia, but
They've been in Perth, they've been in Sydney, but mostly New South Wales.
yeah. The photo depicts two men sitting on a log in front of a large hairy creature sitting with its arms in its lap and its head looking downward behind them.
Oh, he's like depressed.
Have you seen this picture?
I think I have.
If you go
'Cause
to
I didn't use it because
if you go to my notes, it's in my
I've
notes.
seen that picture.
Okay. But those who doubt the photo blame it on quote unquote tree line matrixing, saying that it's just on the tree line. But I argue that the way the photo was framed, with the two men to the far right and to one side of the frame, and the creature to the far left inside the frame, and balancing it out, coming from where I would be taking this opinion, I'm going to say, whatever was there had to have been there for the photographer to want to frame the image in such a way. If there was nothing there, why are you taking a picture of two people with the two people grouped to the farthest right side and nothing from middle to left? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, you can do that, but it'd be a shitty photograph. You know what I'm saying? So I
do understand. I'm trying to zoom in on it. That's all. Whoa, I moved too much. Because it does look like there's something sitting there.
Yes, exactly.
But it doesn't. It's not enough detail to say, oh, this is actually real or just a.
Correct.
Man,
There's also not enough detail in the men that are sitting there either.
Well, I can tell that they're men.
Sure you can. I'm just kidding, of course.
Oh, well, that one has the face covered, which I know is just washed out. He must be really white, by the way, because that guy is blending into the white background.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yes.
Get a tan, good sir. Anyways, yes, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Exit.
In more modern recent times, in 2021, 3 men encountered a creature while driving home from work in Queensland, Australia. The 3 men had just finished a day's work on a plantation, and while driving, they spotted a quote-unquote slouched-over figure posted up under the streetlight. Almost as soon as they noticed it, it noticed them and turned to their direction.
Oh.
One of the men described the creature as having very long arms and an ape-like face. He said, "We initially thought it was a boar or a really big animal until we got closer and saw it run off in a very ape-like way."
So, was it a smaller one then, if it looked like a boar?
Possibly.
I'm just curious.
Possibly.
They have like 15 different sizes there in Australia.
Exactly. They all vary. Yeah. He says, "I've never really had a paranormal or strange experience like that before, and I hardly slept that night, and the feeling was overwhelming that I had seen something that I had never believed in previously." The small town where the sighting occurred is said to be very familiar with this creature, as locals have spotted it for a long time. A self-proclaimed Yowie tracker named Ron Quinton has been examining the reports of sightings of the Yowie for quite some time. After combing through all sorts of internet forum-based user submissions, he came to find some distinct similarities within all of these sightings. Firstly, he reports that most sightings occurred around the Beerwah and Mapleton National Parks, Glasshouse Mountains, and Yadina, Wapadam, Kenilworth, Gympie, or Gympie, and Wolvie areas. Secondly, most of the sightings are either that of a large ape man or of a smaller 3 to 4 foot tall ape man. Yowie and Yahoo. And Doug. In his words, he says they are all described as girthy, with big feet and shaggy or short hair. The smaller ones are fast, even the big ones. The way they move through the bush is phenomenal.
That's a confusing line. The small ones are fast, and even the big ones.
Yep.
So just say
they're all fast. Most of the big fellas' temperaments are unpredictable. They are more curious than anything.
Oh, that's the same account as what I said above.
Yes. They will come in close and check you out. You don't find them, they find you.
That's just Mathayu.
Believe me, these things are out there. Ron Quinton started a Facebook group called Sunshine Coast Yowie Trackers, and after he'd had his own experiences in the 80s. What began with 50 followers has risen to 3.7 thousand at the time of recording and researching.
Okay.
There, the community is free to share on the subject of the Yowie. Now, on a different note, sorry.
Oh, you just getting elbowed to the face constantly.
Now, on a different note, in 2018, a truck driver from Queensland named Gary has a...
Sorry. I was not expecting Gary. I don't know why.
Devo.
Named Gary.
His name's Gary, had a run-in with the creature, but unlike some other ones, this one was slightly violent.
Oh.
The delivery truck driver said that while driving his truck in the morning of November, he slammed on his brakes to avoid collision with what he quickly... Sorry. The visual this paints in my head. Slammed on his brakes to avoid collision with what he quickly thought to be a boulder tumbling down a nearby hill to the road below.
Oh, wait a minute.
No, just a minute.
That sounds like the old... Okay, we had a Bigfoot abductions, remember?
Yep.
Okay. There was that guy, I can't remember the fuck his name now, that got taken by the... and gave him some snuff or something, and he started rolling around. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking about now. He's rolling down the hill, just like, this is fast.
I was thinking it was more so like a Yowie was scaling the top of this hill and just, oh shit, and then went, whoa, and tumbled down the fucking hill. Exactly.
Oh, I see the light. Am I dead?
Imagine this big ass fucking Bigfoot just rolling down the hill and tripped. Like Chris Farley in Black Sheep.
Yeah, just kept going.
Taking shit.
Whoa!
Oh, fuck. So, it landed on the road, but what he initially thought to be a boulder began moving. As he said.
Sorry.
He watched the creature outstretch its limbs and stand upright as it then turned toward the now stationary truck. He said the beast was massive. Its navel was the same height as the truck's hood, which stood about 6 foot tall, and he estimated it to weigh around 400 kilograms. Now that's a more realistic number.
Yeah, not 112 pounds.
Yeah. The Yowie seemed to be in shock of the truck at first, but its shock soon
880 fucking pounds. Sorry.
That's a massive bitch.
That's a big boy. Of course, his navel was up to the truck hood.
Yes.
So, I mean,
Yes.
Yeah, that's his navel was where I'd be sucking on his navel. Let's just say that. Yep. That's
Tastes
navel.
nothing like Crescent's. The Yowie seemed to be in shock of the truck at first, but his shock soon...
That's a nipple, not navel.
What's the difference?
Nipple? Navel.
What is navel?
Belly button.
Yeah, I tell you, I'm a 26-year-old. I went through my life thinking navel meant like something in the breast area.
Oh, okay. All right, it's okay. It's cool. Cool.
I'm not the smartest
fine.
one.
So you thought that the Naval Academy was like the Tit Academy or something?
No, I thought naval like navigation.
Okay,
which
all right.
is Latin root is for all of that is NAV.
Mm-hmm.
So that's water. So like navigo is I sail. Navimus is we sail.
Gotcha. Nave is
Avatar.
Pandora creatures. Yeah, no. Naval means belly button.
Great. Thanks for enlightening me. That's a big bitch.
It is. Yeah.
I don't want to alarm you, but sometimes my navel is to a truck's hood.
Mine too, but different.
Different truck.
Different truck. Yeah,
Yes.
we're not delivery truck.
So,
Yeah.
he always seemed to be in shock of the truck at first,
So is he.
but its shock soon turned to anger. It marched over the truck and beat the center of the hood.
Well, if you just came falling down the mountain too, you'd be pissed off.
Don't look at me!
Son of a bitch, I'm embarrassed.
I'm walking here. Shit!
Motherfucker. Walk off.
So he went
Angry
over
walk.
and punched the center of the hood of the truck.
Ah!
Fuck! Gary said the damage was to the truck was as if he had hit a small car.
Well, shit. Maybe he actually hit a small car and he's using this as an excuse.
Right? He said
I ran out of breath.
Gary said he was so tall he had to reach down to hit the truck. Just before he hit the truck, he grunted. It wasn't a scream or a cry or a howl, but a loud grunt.
You almost hit me.
You almost hit me.
Motherfucker.
You almost hit me. Oh, he said it was hairy. It had hair probably 2 inches long all over its body. It had a round face like a chimpanzee. The Yowie then vanished just as quickly as he appeared.
The owie or the yowie? Or, no, I'm sorry, I said that backwards. I'm sorry. The yowie or the owie?
I liked it the other way better.
Did you?
I'm sorry, no. Oh, it's so good. So there's just some accounts throughout the years from starting with Aboriginals until 2019, 2021. But
Not all the accounts.
that is not
obviously, but
nearly
yeah.
all the accounts.
Yeah.
If you want to check out our Patreon, we did a Yowie account on the Yahoo and Yowie, where this woman had a wonderful, we'll call it a relationship, not a physical or anything like that.
Yeah.
But they would leave small gifts out for each other on the back porch. Like
So
she'd leave fresh fruit.
It probably
he
was
would
the
leave
Yahoo.
other stuff, flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
So
probably the
check out our
Yahoo,
Patreon
though.
on that one.
Yahoo's nicer, so we'll say it's the Yahoo.
Yeah, I think she said that she saw a family of them, if I remember right. But check out Patreon.
Are you
and
saying
check
the
that out.
Yahoos can't have the fucking family?
No, they are all stay.
Well, then how's there there's So the best way to know if there is some truth to these sightings is to look at some of the evidence. Of all the evidence of these creatures, nothing gets people's attention and creates interest more than finding footprints or seeing a picture or video of the said creature.
Yeah.
So let's start our investigation. I ad-libbed there. So let's start with the video that was taken in May of 2021.
Do I get to open the slideshow?
You should have opened it when I was doing the description. I'm sorry, buddy. I just said buddy.
This is in the new folder, DTS ADHD training.
Yeah, ADHD training. So the first side is obviously a cover slide, but the next two are just, we're supposed to go with the description. I'm sorry.
Got it. Okay. Okay.
So you can look at them. That's cool.
Occasionally reported size was commonly reported size
And a homo human. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, I'm seeing a footprint and a shoe.
All right, stay on that one right there.
Okay.
That's not this account, but that was just kind of something I added
All right.
for you to look at.
That's a big ass foot. One might say it's a Bigfoot.
Yowie. A Yowie researcher named Dean Harrison claims he has a video of a Yowie that shows a 9-foot tall Yowie in the wild. The clip, taken at Springbrook National Park on the Gold Coast in May of 2021, shows a large heat signature of multiple large creatures hiding in the brush. Harrison said, you can go ahead and turn to the next slide. Harrison said that the night video shows something hugging a tree before two large Yowies step out into view. We estimated
It's a Yowie gangbang.
Yeah, right? Well, how many guys were in that picture? They needed 2 for that. That's a big bitch, though.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's it's wide and it's tall.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a motherfucking unit.
And no neck.
Yeah.
We estimated that they must have been at least 9 foot, which is 2.75 meters tall, and they made no noise arriving and no noise leaving that area.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have known if anything was there if it wasn't for the thermal camera. So that was that picture.
Beautiful.
What do you think of that one?
I think that's very cool.
Can you remember 2001 fake that?
Well, you'd have to have some kind of a heat source on.
I'm trying to think also.
You'd have to have.
Did you have a person closer to the camera? Obviously they're spread enough where it's not overlapping.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, sure, you could do digital color grading and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
But if you were to fake it physically, whatever it is that you made as a prop or if it's a suit or some shit, you need to have that heat signature to be accurate. And it looks very similar to a human's heat signature, which means, you know what I'm saying? Living thing's heat signature all over it. So I don't. That's a tough one to fake. I'm sorry. See, yeah.
It's a tough one to fake. I get it.
Yes.
I didn't know if you could have them in the foreground. Plus, if you look at on the left side, next to the 6 foot, it's on the left side, there's this line going down it, which was confusing me.
I think that was where they added the 6 foot over top of the line.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. But yeah, so that's that photo or that account. And the next one, we'll have actual video.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So another video, which is fucking moving everywhere.
My bad.
Another video, which is from the Yowie Hunter YouTube channel page, shows a dark creature walking through the forest in New South Wales, Australia. It is walking on 2 legs. Looks like it is in a crouched position. This is my opinion of it. And you can hear the rangers state that it's too dark to be a kangaroo. So go ahead and hit the play button.
It's too dark to be a kangaroo.
It's too dark to be a kangaroo. I can't do the accent.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Apart from it being too dark to be a kangaroo, it also is walking upright.
Yeah. Yeah, not hopping like a kangaroo would.
Yeah, kangaroos are strange but cool.
They are. So your thoughts on that video?
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Again, not impossible to fake, but it's got a big stride, which is pretty common with what you would expect, from this, with the size of the creature and also other sightings and footprints and stuff. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good footage.
Hey ho, neighbor. I'm just watching. I can see your eyes again. I'm sorry. Anyways, back to this. It is interesting video. It's a very smooth walk too, but it does look like it's leaning forward, in my opinion.
Just a way bit.
So in 2020, Amber Taylor went on vacation with her 3 young children in a cabin on Mount
Mathayu.
Kuzco. We're going to use the old... Sorry. In 2020, Amber Taylor went on vacation. This is an account of footprints now. Sorry.
All right.
In 2020, Amber Taylor went on vacation with her 3 young children to a cabin in Mount Kosciuszko.
Beautiful.
Yeah, in southern New South Wales, Australia. On one of the days, she stepped out to find an eerie, mysterious footprint left in the snow. She quickly snapped a picture, next slide, and rushed back inside the cabin. She was quoted as saying, "I thought it was funny at first until I realized there was an actual trail leading off into the trees and bush. I quickly retreated back to my cabin." So there's that photo.
That's pretty interesting.
Go to the next slide. Where am I? Hello, I don't want this.
See the toes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And the little guy.
5 toes.
Yeah. So next to her foot, I don't know how big her foot is, but it's a good size. Even if she's got a
print.
smaller foot, we'll say, that's still a big print barefoot.
Well, that would be the size. Just the inner part of it would be the size of probably the normal size person's shoe. It's even larger than her shoe. So that's not even including the toes and how it's wider. Anyway, so it's a good footprint. It's a good footprint.
And I was thinking, what could people say the bears could create the ones here in North America,
fucking bear footprint.
but what could be in Australia that could make that kind of footprint? I don't know if they have bears. Sorry.
I do not believe so.
I don't think they do, but they have koalas?
Koala is a bear.
Koalas? But koalas can't make that footprint.
A koala could fit in that footprint.
They're little guys. They're so cute. And assholes.
And
But
vicious,
cute.
yeah. You know they have syphilis quite extensively?
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. That's why I told you not to fuck
Or is it
that one.
chlamydia?
Chlamydia, but it's okay.
Yeah, my bad.
It's all right. I saw a video on that, and it said it's rampant. They're
Yeah.
sexual deviants.
Yes. As fuck.
David Taylor claims to have discovered the Yowie for the first time in 2008. David Taylor is he became a Yowie researcher, is what I'm trying to say. I couldn't think of the word. So he claimed to have discovered one in 2008. He has been collecting evidence in an attempt to prove its existence and even has several photos as proof. One of these photos is of a large footprint, next slide, that he believes belongs to the Yowie.
That's a good one.
The picture is of two footprints made in what looks like hard sand. They are human-like footprints, but unfortunately there's no size comparison to show how big they are.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's a little... I definitely don't think it looks superhuman.
Yeah.
I mean, the shape...
It's a little boxy.
It's very boxy. It's a wide foot, but not a normal human foot.
Now I want to point out that it looks like the heel's a little deeper, so it has that walking step.
Yes.
So no matter what, I think an actual foot created that footprint, not a fake thing.
Yeah.
Now, was it human? Was it not human? There's no size comparison, like I said. So
Right.
that's the only misfortunate thing about this motherfucking footprint. So another piece of evidence Mr. Taylor has found. I don't know why I called him Mr. Taylor, but we're going with it.
We're getting formal.
Yes. Is a foul-smelling hair sample belonging to the mythical creature itself. He said he was exploring the bushland north of Mackay in Queensland in 2019 when he spotted some hair tangled up on a barbed wire fence. He said the thick sample of hair had a distinct odor of rotten meat. You can actually go to the next two slides. You can flip back and forth. We were in a stretch of national park where we got a lot of tip-offs when we spotted the damage to the fence. The wires had been snapped and twisted like nothing I'd ever seen. Whatever did it was huge. We collected some hair hanging from it that smelled very strongly of rotten meat crossed with urine, which I remember from previous expeditions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he said he sent the sample to an expert to see if he could rule out the possibility that it came from another native wildlife.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sending the fresh sample to be tested in the Sunshine Coast, which will take about 21 days for the results. If it's like previous times, it will be inconclusive and won't match any animals. On a side note, I couldn't find the results to this test at all. On a side note, I couldn't find DNA sample result testings for anything. That was my foot. For any DNA samples.
Yep.
So, DNA evidence. I have something for it, but it's more so of a quote
Okay.
than anything to look at.
Okay.
And I think the slideshow is done, actually.
Yeah, that was all.
Yeah. So for DNA evidence, science has not found any conclusive DNA evidence of the Yowie or any other Bigfoot-like creatures around the world.
Mm-hmm.
Many samples come back as inconclusive, primate, or another native animal to the area, including humans.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Bill Bateman says there's no fossil evidence, there's no reliable biological evidence that primates prior to human beings ever made it to Australia. I would love to be proven wrong. The discovery of something like a Yowie would be immensely exciting, but it is entirely reasonable to take a skeptical, evidence-led approach to claims about unknown animals. While I would be... While I would have no problems with believing in, say, claims of a new species of antelope, the Sawala is such an example, discovered in 1992 in Vietnam, I would inevitably be more skeptical about something like a Yowie. Now, there are many eyewitness accounts, photos, videos, footprints, and hair samples of not only the Yowie, but of Bigfoot-like creatures all around the world in general. Even with hair samples coming back as inconclusive, we can't ignore the fact that there are thousands of sightings a year of these creatures. Are there really that many misidentified sightings, or is there something else lurking in the woods that is yet to be scientifically discovered? After all, gorillas were considered cryptids until the year 1847, as were platypus, Komodo dragons, and the giant squid. Maybe Bigfoot and his cousins will be added to this list someday.
Maybe, hopefully.
So
I don't know why there's such a suppression tactic.
I don't know. If there was nothing, if the DNA evidence always came back as a bear or something else, I would understand. But sometimes inconclusive or primate or human-like in area, well, human-like, there's humans, but in areas where there are no primates or whatever, and inconclusive, I guess, I don't really know the inconclusive thing. But
to remain...
To just say it doesn't, it's not, how could it not be a possibility?
Right.
And has anybody ever taken those inconclusive results and stuff like that and seen if they've matched before?
Yep. That's a good idea. I didn't think of that.
So
hopefully someday it'll be
unfortunately
taken a little more seriously.
Unfortunately, it won't be until there's actual, like, you could take all the photos and the videos you want. People are going to say they're fake. It's not going to be until there's an actual body. As anything else.
You know, I don't know if we've talked about it before, but that's an argument that people say quite a bit. I'm sure we've talked about it, where they say, well, where's all the bodies if there's so many of them?
We've talked about it.
Yeah, so I won't get into it.
No, go ahead.
Oh, well, what I was going to say is that I think if they're as highly intelligent as everybody thinks they are, which they probably are, I mean, shit, we know how intelligent apes and chimpanzees and monkeys are.
Yes, they are.
I'm wondering if they have a way of disposing of their dead that's like meaningful to them. Like elephants are smart, but they bury their dead. They dig a hole and they bury their dead.
I did not know that. That's new.
Yes. Not saying that they don't just drop dead and they get left behind places, but they actually do bury them.
How many dead bear carcasses are found?
Exactly. How often do you see that stuff?
Also, if they live in, let's say, caves or something, or a hole like Randy, if they die, maybe they die there, or I don't know. Just bodies not being found isn't always the thing, because they didn't believe in gorillas. When gorillas died, they still had bodies lying somewhere. You just didn't find them. There's a lot of woods out there, peeps.
I looked it up to fact check myself.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Do elephants really have funerals? Different question than what I asked, but
still,
their funeral ritual involves touching the body with their trunks, having a moment of silence, and covering the body with leaves and branches. An elephant will even stay by a dead friend or family member for multiple days. Just kind
interesting,
you know. Elephants really do grieve like us. They shed tears. Elephants will, quote unquote, bury their dead, covering carcasses with branches and even taking tusks. Okay, so they do cover them then. I'm sorry. So,
that's okay.
But same point is
they
still, you know, so you never know. I think that's probably why.
I do too. I think they bury them or cover them.
Or like you said, they
might
might live in caves. Yes.
Yeah.
You know. Who knows? Or, fuck, maybe they just fucking eat them, and maybe they're a little more savage than we thought.
You'd still find bones, though.
Correct.
In that case.
Correct.
Most likely.
Correct.
Unless scavengers come and eat the bones. I don't know.
Correct.
I don't know how the world
Maybe there's
works.
a cenote, and they throw the dead in there like they did in the Maya.
Oh, cool.
One might even say, cool Khan.
Oh, snake god. And on that bombshell, Lennon, unless you have anything else, lead them to their intro. Lead them to the end. You get the point.
Come this way. I am Chiron. Ladies, gentlemen, and Squatches, thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. If you would like to reach out to us and let us know your thoughts or opinions, you can do so by finding us on Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, and on our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button for auto downloads. Listen first thing every Monday morning because you need that weekly dose of cryptid or alien or paranormal or conspiratorial
The above.
knowledge just driven right into your brain.
Randy, Mathayu, all of it.
All of them. Thank you all thank you to all of our Patreon members that help keep this podcast a reality. We're grateful for your continued support. If you haven't yet become a member and would like to support us, head to our Patreon. And if you're feeling very, very supportive and very fashionable
Classy.
and classy, you can check out our merch selection on our website to visually show your support to your friends and family and to just whoever, you want to just go out in public and be like, hey guys, Bigfoot's real and you guys need to fucking take us seriously because I'm sick of your bullshit. Boom, Sasquatch shirt.
Yeah.
That'll say what you need.
Things that make you say,
Bitch, you're wrong.
Sasquatch sticker. Randy, the boxer.
Yeah, get yours now. Drop us a 5-star rating and write us a review. Tell us what you love and how you're enjoying the show. Share us on your socials. Tell your cryptid-loving friends and family about us. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and like the videos on YouTube. Okay, I thought I said that backwards. Like the bell and hit the videos. And I thought
You said it right.
This all helps us to grow and bring even more great content for you to enjoy.
You squeak, guys.
Join us next Monday for our next incredible episode. You may write us, rate us, review us. Remember to always stay curious, be vigilant, and don't touch my Sasquatch.
Don't do it. He's kicking Mathayo's ass for spying on him while he took a piss. Fucking disgusting. Peace.
See ya, assholes.
Man. I started it. Oops, I accidentally hit it.
Panic.
1, 2, 3. That was horrible. That was borderline the worst. Jazz hands and suck it. That's an interesting combo we have going on with these squatches.
Just a wee bit. It's just a wee bit of light banter.
My tummy said, grrr. What do you want with a one in the going? We will, yeah. All right, that gets cut for a second. This gets cut.
Be fifth.
Be fifth. Bequeath.
Be five.
Bequeath. Queeth. Oh, whatever.
Oh, crikey.
So,
That was what he heard coming from the woods.
someone didn't plug their fucking thing in.
Ah.
That was, oh! Ding-a-ling, dong-dong. Oh, my. Why'd you do that for? Ah, you got your big dog.
Big dog. Get it, don't play no shit.
I'm gonna knock you out.
What?
Papa said knock you out.
What? Mama said knock you out.
Daddy said knock you out.
What?
Gorilla dick. Mother dick.
Don't you
Father
dare
dick.
stare. You better move.
Bitch.
Don't ever compare.
Get out the way. We're just gonna just keep switching songs. Uno.
Oh, shit. I thought you were going on one.
You did that on purpose, you son of a bitch.
I did.
All right.
I got to use that dunny.
You do?
Yeah.
I did it in my pants.
Ooh. He wears a diaper. Dedication.
Always. Snarf!
He's telling him to suck it. It's up for the taking, so let's take it.
A wee bit of viral marketing.
We tried it.
Ooh, ring the eye.
Well, look at that. Now I see his Scheisse. Why is this recording? Did you record it?